Nirmal ji, good evening to you, and thank you for joining us on Just a Minute. Uh, Eastern region has been very active within EMA. In fact, EMA was born in Calcutta, and it is but natural that Eastern region is one of the most active regions in EMA. Tell me what you, as chairman of Eastern region, have done in the recent past, and what is the kind of value you intend to give to our members in the coming future?
See, Sunilji, I go by a very old saying that what the East thinks today, India thinks tomorrow.
Yeah, that's right.
So I want to take IMA back to a place where what the East is thinking today, the rest of India should also think about it. And I want to have that sort of leadership from the East. Now, I very strongly believe that where we are poised today in the world economy, we have got the manpower, we have got the technology available, and we are poised to take off in this world economy. It is a bit disturbing that we've got a very small share of the world trade, which can be multiplied many times. And by focusing on quality and services, the quality of our products, the quality of the services we provide, and the packaging we give to our goods, and how open and responsive we are to our customers' needs, we can capture the market in India by replacing anything which is coming in from abroad. We can match them eye to eye for anything, and also in the rest of the world. So that is what the focus of the Eastern region is going to be, to create awareness regarding customer requirements, delighting the customer, not only meeting his requirements, going beyond his requirements, foreseeing what he might require, putting myself into the shoes of the customer and seeing that what I would like from my supplier and trying to achieve that in my interaction with my customers. And that is how I want to entire EMA to look at it, and the entire EMA workforce, not only the owners of the companies, but down to the last employee in each and every company, to have this outlook.
Excellent. Tell me, Nirmalji, there's been an unprecedented situation which has been created by COVID-19 world over, and because of lockdown, particularly we'll talk about India. This lockdown has affected Indian industry, our industry, and our stakeholders also. Utilities have their own set of problems. So what do you intend to, first of all, what you have done during the lockdown, and what is the way forward for EMA members and also the stakeholders post COVID-19 lockdown?
I think during the lockdown, EMA have been much more active than we were. The number of meetings we've had, the number of interactions we've had, and in spite of not meeting with each other physically, we have got much closer to each other. We have interacted much better with each other. We have understood each other much better. And that is the big plus which I take away from this close down. We've been distant, but we've been communicating in an excellent manner. What I foresee going ahead is that this has come as a revelation to us, and more of our interactions, even when we come out of COVID, will be on a digital media and a digital platform. The way we work, the way we interact with each other will have a sea change where communication will become important instead of the physical meeting. You see, communication is not just about meeting one another, it's about a lot of things. The video platforms which we have got are a blessing. They are a blessing because while staying thousands of miles apart from each other, we can interact with each other just like we are meeting across the table. We are able to meet a very diverse field of people when we are interacting. Who could have thought that 100 people or 200 people or 500 people could have been present for a meeting with a chairman of a utility? Was it possible?
No.
And I must thank all IMA members. They've been so organized and they've been behaved so well during these meetings that not a single person had any occasion to complain regarding unruliness or people we see every day in TV debates. We can hardly hear what one person is saying because the other person starts speaking before the end.
Our people have been very disciplined.
Yes, they've been very disciplined.
And have there been some good outcomes also?
See, they are good outcomes. We've got comfortable. You see, generally there was a जिसको हम लोग बोलते हैं ना हवा है, हम लोग all the utility chairman and the utility senior personnel were like unknown to us, and we used to see them, क्या है भाई, क्या होगा, but now we know that वो भी हार्ड मांस के आदमी है भाई, हमारे जैसे ही है. We can interact with them, and we also know that they are responsive to our problems. They want to solve them. Yes, they've got their own problems. There's a bureaucratic setup in place which has to be taken care of. Things will change, but we have certainly got hope that things are moving in the right direction, and we've seen actions also. There's concrete outcomes of this. One outcome is the release of bank guarantees,
Yes.
which has happened.
Yes.
This is a major outcome. Payments have been made by people. People are saying that yes, we've received payments much faster than earlier. So things have happened.
Yeah.
Well, I would like to end with my advice to everyone of how to come out of this COVID situation. Because today, what I think, what has happened, but we must resurrect ourselves. We must come out stronger of this situation. And there's a small advice which I would like to give to everyone.
Yes.
You see, we have all been thrust into an unprecedented situation.
Right.
The last time a pandemic troubled humankind was more than 100 years ago. We have negligible experience of how to handle it.
Right.
We are all struggling to address the issues arising out of this pandemic. Today, we are in a warlike situation. We are in the clutches of an invisible enemy, COVID-19, which has terrified us. Not knowing how to overcome this virus, we have withdrawn into a shell, hoping the virus will go away. Let me tell you that inaction on our part will not drive the virus away. The fear of this virus has paralyzed and stupefied us. We cannot remain with our heads buried in the sand, hoping that this COVID storm will pass soon. We have to weather this storm for quite some time, maybe for the next 4 or 5 months, before a credible cure is discovered. First and foremost, we need to vanquish this fear, which has encompassed all of us. This is affecting us, our employees, and all we interact with. Our frustration forces us to blame people who are trying to help us through this limited success. This fear has turned people against us. They have turned people against people. Trust has vanished, and we see the image of the god of death in all who come in contact with us. It's out of proportion fear is what has paralyzed us and made us irrational. What I want to convey is very appropriately expressed by what I will say now. जितने बाजू उतने सर, गिन ले दुश्मन ध्यान से, हारेगा वो हर बाजी जब खेले हम जी जान से.
क्या बात है. These are very inspiring words, and I think your words have been will act as motivation to most of our members. Thank you for joining Just a Minute. It has been a pleasure talking to you, sir.
Thank you, Sunilji.